Hey, what's going on guys? This is Broku, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball video. Today's video, I'm going to be discussing a theory that I've had for a while, and that is that we predicted how Goku would defeat Jiren way back earlier in the series before Jiren was even known about. Now before I do get into this theory, join my Discord, it will be linked in the description below. So anyways guys, you were probably thinking, what the hell am I talking about? How did Whis tell Goku and Vegeta how to defeat Jiren so early in the series and even before Jiren was even told about? And this is actually way back during around the revival of F arc. Okay, so I'm just going to get into what Whis said and context around it. So Whis stated this, and he stated it more than once, that if Goku and Vegeta both teamed up, learned how to fight together, they could even defeat Beerus, the god of destruction. Now of course, one of the other things that Whis stated is that they essentially needed to move without thinking while fighting, and that is essentially Ultra Instinct, which Goku does have now. And who knows, maybe this new Limit Breaker blue form that Vegeta has will evolve further, and maybe has some sort of Ultra Instinct inside of it, and will evolve into that. We just don't know yet. So now you're probably thinking, well, he said this about Beerus and not Jiren. Now yes, he did, and I do know it was said about Beerus and not Jiren, but what has been said about Jiren many times? Well, it's that Jiren is stronger than a god of destruction, and he likely rivals Beerus in power, and in the manga it is stated by Toppo that Jiren is even stronger than Belmod, the Universe 11's god of destruction. But all of the parallels between Whis' statement and what is currently happening in the Tournament of Power just adds up perfectly to Whis' advice and what he said in the context of the show back then. Now let's go over all the parallels and compare them to what's happening in the Tournament of Power. Whis said that Goku and Vegeta would need to break their limits of power and then gain access to moving without thinking about it. Both Goku and Vegeta broke their limits in the Tournament of Power, and we know that at least one of them, Goku, has achieved the ability to move without thinking. This is Ultra Instinct, and this could be Vegeta pretty soon in the Tournament of Power as well, especially if his new form keeps improving, as the eyes of Ultra Instinct Goku and Limit Breaker Blue Vegeta are very similar. And it may be that Ultra Instinct Goku has the speed or defense version of Ultra Instinct, as it was shown against Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, where Goku's punches were not really working very well, but he could dodge all of her attacks and counterattack very well. And Vegeta could have the strength or attack version of Ultra Instinct, which would be really cool, and it'd be a great combination for them two to fight together. And that would also definitely fit their personalities, as Vegeta is more of an aggressive and offensive fighter. Now the next criterion, Goku and Vegeta teaming up. And Goku and Vegeta finally teamed up in episode 123 against Jiren. Goku was in Kaioken Blue, and Vegeta was in his new Limit Breaker Blue form. Now, eventually Vegeta will probably evolve in his new form, and then Goku will be forced to eventually use Ultra Instinct. This is probably what will be needed to defeat Jiren, as Blue Kaioken Goku shouldn't be that much to Jiren, especially if he uses a higher portion of his power now. So they're teaming up now, but you might say that Vegeta and Goku are not fighting together well, and that's what Whis was saying. They needed to fight together, learn how to do that, so that they could defeat Beerus. But it is their own inconsistency that is making it hard for Jiren to counter their attacks. This still shows they are fighting together well against an enemy. It's working well against an enemy. It'd be pointless if they just learned how to team up right now in a consistent way, because then apparently it would be easier for Jiren to combat it. Now the final parallel is Jiren and Beerus. We stated that these previous things would be needed to stand a chance against Beerus, a god of destruction, and maybe even defeat him. And as of now, it is safe to say that Beerus and Jiren are comparable in power. Either Jiren's a bit weaker, they're the same power, or he's even stronger than Beerus. We don't necessarily know his exact power, but we know he rivals the God of Destruction in power, and Beerus is a God of Destruction. So all we know is that Jiren's power surpasses some of the gods, and rivals the gods overall. That's a very close parallel between the two concepts, because it's mainly about power at this point. So now let's go over this one more time. We stated they need to break their limits. Both Goku and Vegeta did in the tournament of power. We next said they needed to be able to learn to fight without thinking. Goku has already done this, and it seems that Vegeta is on the way to doing this. And we said this in reference to being able to defeat Beerus, a God of Destruction. Who are Goku and Vegeta fighting? Jiren, a God of Destruction level fighter. And honestly, this just all makes sense to me. Ultra Instinct Goku did good against Jiren, but Jiren also was not even going 100% against him back. But with Vegeta's own Limit Breaker Blue teamed up with Goku's Ultra Instinct, it'd be a perfect way to defeat Jiren, but also keep him as a very strong fighter for a future arc. If Goku and Vegeta have to team up and give their all to defeat Jiren, they could use him as still a very strong guy in the future for either Goku or Vegeta to try and beat him on their own in a one-on-one fight. But if they have Goku or Vegeta single-handedly defeat Jiren, it kind of waters him down a bit, makes him not feel as badass or as strong. But also, this would just be a perfect way for them to defeat them together. And it'd be awesome for Goku and Vegeta to actually have to team up against Jiren for a victory to save their universe. That is something that hasn't really happened, unless if you want to count Fusion, which I really don't count it because actually teaming up and learning to fight together in sync is very different from fusing and becoming one being. But this is just my theory, guys. Who knows? I could be wrong, and it could end up just being Vegeta being ringed out and Ultra Instinct Goku defeating Jiren in a 1-versus-1 fight. But that would be just really hard for Goku to do. I believe that Whis just inadvertently told Goku and Vegeta how to defeat Jiren as well as how to defeat Beerus. There are just so many parallels here, and I think that this will actually lead into a future arc or mini arc where Goku and Vegeta actually get to fight against Beerus once and for all. And we'll see Ultra Instinct Goku and then Ultra Instinct or whatever Vegeta is going to be. They have to team up and defeat Beerus, and they're going to use what they learned fighting against Jiren and use that to fight against Beerus, since Jiren would be their first test of actually teaming up against a God of Destruction level fighter. That would then be a great opportunity to see Beerus' new techniques that we have not seen yet, and his new power that we've yet to see. We've seen Beerus nowhere near close to 100% of his power. We probably haven't even seen him at 10% of his power yet. Maybe when he fought Champa, but who knows. And Beerus has quickly become one of my favorite characters. It'd be amazing to see this fight. So hopefully that eventually happens. But this is just my thoughts, my theories, guys. But what do you guys think about this theory? Let's start the discussion below down in the comments. Let me know. But please do leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below. Tell me your thoughts and say what I said. Subscribe if you are new. And also turn on notifications to see more of my videos right when I upload them. And join my Discord down below and follow me on Twitter. Discord and Twitter will be linked in the description. Anyways, guys, I have to give a huge thanks to all my Patreon supporters, Daraj Payton and Zach Otaku, and thanks to my Super Saiyan 2s, Israel Flores, Mystic Ghoul, Darius, Badass Thug, Griffin Jacob, Connor Trigg, Dutch Gamer Monkey, Sin Overlord, Scotland Serenity, and Gerald Herbert, and then to my brand new Super Saiyan 3, that is the awesome guy who only supports Roku on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It really does mean a lot. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Peace out.